Following his impressive preseason, Yuki Kawamura has signed a two-way NBA contract with the Memphis Grizzlies. Born in Japan, Kawamura averaged 3.4 points with 4.2 assists and 15.1 minutes per game over 5 preseason contests. At 5'8", Kawamura will be the shortest player in the NBA and just the 9th player 5'8" or shorter since the ABA-NBA merger in 1976, according to ESPN research. Short Kings rise. Yuki Kawamura has arrived. In this one, guys, I'm going to be talking about Yuki and this incredible opportunity he has in front of him. If you all can do me a solid favor, drop a like on the video and smash that subscribe button. You look at Yuki, guys, for those of you who are not familiar with him, he led Japan to nearly pulling off one of the biggest upsets in Olympic history, as Japan almost defeated eventual silver medalist France. And in that loss, Kawamura had a huge game. He exploded for 29 points on 6 3-pointers, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. And he averaged 20.3 points and 7.7 assists per game for Japan on 40.6% shooting from 3. And this caught the attention of the Memphis Grizzlies, who then signed him to an Exhibit 10 deal, which has now been promoted to a two-way contract for his strong preseason. And you look at Kawamura, his standout game in the preseason came against the Indiana Pacers, in which he hit 3 3-pointers and he had 2 unreal no-look passes. I mean, it seemed like every pass from Kawamura was an epic highlight reel no-look pass. You look at his craftiness, he's got unreal vision. He truly is a standout playmaker. And he's also shown strong defensive play. Despite only being 5'8", he is constantly pressing full court. And we saw him blowing up screens. He is undersized, we know that. But he's all heart and effort. And we've seen that in the preseason. And this has actually been Kawamura's first time in America. So he's been trying to better his English. And one of the things he's done actually is by watching The Last Dance on Netflix. Kawamura, he was a superstar in Japan since he was a teenager. He actually dropped out of college to become a full-time pro in 2022, and he won Rookie of the Year along with League MVP in his first season. So this guy can play. And Yuki Kawamura is just the 3rd player in the last 20 years to make it to the NBA at 5'8" or shorter. So you look at Yuki, I mean, he has definitely earned this opportunity. He played well in the preseason, and now he gets this huge chance of a lifetime with the Grizzlies organization. And John Moran, it seems like, has been Yuki's biggest fan. He posted this after the Grizzlies made the announcement that they would be converting Yuki's contract to a two-way deal. And Morant, I mean, that is just awesome. Like, the fact that he's taking Yuki under his wing, he's being a good teammate, and he's wanting to ensure that Kawamura is getting time from the media and getting the exposure that he deserves in this market. And Yuki said, "I want to prove that a short guy like me can do a lot in the game of basketball." And you look at Yuki's game, I mean, his shot wasn't necessarily falling with consistency. However, he's just a terrific facilitator. We have not seen a player drop dimes like this in a while. And I mean, he was given consistent minutes, and he really had a nice 2-game stretch where he averaged 7.5 assists in 24.5 minutes per game. And in that matchup against the Pacers, Kawamura played 25 minutes. He did score 10 points. He had 7 assists, and it was really a stellar performance from the 5'8" guard. And he proved that he could be a rotational guard for Memphis. I mean, he was just meshing well with his teammates. The no-look flashy passes, but it goes beyond that. You could tell that he really developed chemistry with the players on the floor. We saw him hook up with Zach Edey, you know, just making things easier for his teammates. And that's the type of playmaker that he is. And he's just 23 years old. So now Kawamura, he's going to get a huge opportunity to continue to develop his game for a Grizzlies team that they got playoffs on their mind. You look at Kawamura, he's likely going to spend a substantial chunk of this upcoming season with the Memphis Hustle, the team's G League affiliate. And with the two-way contract, you are able to appear in the G League and the main roster. But this makes a lot of sense for the Grizzlies, as they needed point guard depth. They lost Derrick Rose to retirement a week before the preseason. And then the team, they did promote Scottie Pippen Jr. from a two-way contract to a standard deal. So that opened the door and opened a spot for the 5'8" Kawamura to come in and get this huge opportunity. And Kawamura is also the second active Japanese player, as he's going to join Los Angeles Lakers' Rui Hachimura. And the Japanese guard, I mean, he's been working hard to develop his game in the NBA. We see it. You can tell he's got that motor. He's got that work ethic. And I mean, how can you deny a guy like this? And Kawamura also said, this is my dream stage. Whether I'm on for 40 minutes or one, I'll give it my 100%. And we saw in the preseason that Kawamura was always giving it 100%. Even if his shot wasn't falling, he found ways to impact the game. So while he's not the most stellar of scorers, Kawamura has shown that his high-level playmaking is good enough to land him an opportunity, and that is what he's going to get. So Yuki Kawamura, remember the name. It's been absolutely phenomenal watching this story develop. We're all holding out for Yuki to get this opportunity. The Memphis Grizzlies announcing it the other day, and you can tell that Yuki, he's just too good not to be given this spot, and he is going to be developing with the Grizzlies G League affiliate, so that's going to be great to see. The Yuki Kawamura hype is here. It has arrived. I am definitely on the bandwagon. I am definitely a fan of his. As a fellow short king myself, I really wanted to see Yuki get this opportunity, and really, he's just an inspiration for every short king out there who one day dreams of getting an opportunity in the NBA. Yuki proving that it is not impossible, as he just did the unthinkable. So Yuki Kawamura, it's going to be great to see how his career develops, and let's see if he can continue to get better and maybe even carve out a role when it comes to the main roster if he can dominate and impress in the G League. But he gets his chance, and that's all he wanted. We'll see if he makes the most out of it. Guys, what has your reaction been to Yuki Kawamura? Again, just an incredible story. Let me know your thoughts down below. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. That is it for me. This is Lucas signing off. As always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, stay blessed.